with more reaction. The author of the best-selling book, The Case Against Impeaching Trump, Harvard Law professor Alan Dershowitz, and Fox News contributor Tammy Bruce. You know, I know that Senator Grassley, Tammy, has given every consideration, private, public, everything, moved the day from Monday to Wednesday, et cetera. I do believe that Judge Kavanaugh should go second to respond to his accuser.
Of course.
But my advice to the Senate Judiciary Committee tonight is this. Give them the extra day.
Sure.
24 hours, if that's what they're asking for. 10 o'clock tomorrow night, fine. Give them another 24 hours. But this has to be the last time. Thoughts,
well,
Tammy?
look, yeah, I don't know what really the drama is for another 24 hours. If they need it, that's fine. She's known, at least certainly, that this process was started all the way back in July. She has been in control of this timeline from the beginning. If this had been handled properly when Senator Feinstein had this letter, we wouldn't be at these kinds of deadlines because this could have been addressed through the natural process. The request she made also would literally set up an actual kangaroo court where you change the rules, the principles, the process of a court hearing or just a hearing in general when you're dealing with accusations like this. And clearly, it's absurd when you see those demands. It almost seemed as though they wanted them to be rejected so that they could say the committee didn't want to hear her.
I am told that is the Democratic strategy.
Yeah.
And so many Democrats, Professor, they have already said they believe her.
Well,
You're
it's
a defense
absurd. It's absurd for anybody to say at this point, I believe her or I believe him, or I don't believe her, I don't believe him. We haven't heard them. We haven't seen the evidence. You know, people aren't born with a sex-linked gene for honesty or dishonesty. Some women lie, some women tell the truth. Some men lie, some men tell the truth. The one thing that there should be no compromise on, and every civil libertarian and every Democrat should demand she must go first. You know, the tool of the Inquisition was to always call the accused first. Make him testify, make him lay out his whole case, and only then tell him what the accusation is and let him face his accuser.
You know, it's probably got to scare the living daylights that you agree with me as much as you do lately. But I am a civil libertarian at heart.
Not on everything. Okay.
Oh, I know. But this is too serious to me. I do believe I'm urging the Republicans to give the extra day.
Absolutely.
But all these Democrats have made up their mind. If any Republican had said, Professor Dershowitz, I believe him, you and I both know there would be a very different reaction in this country.
And they've said it. They said it when it comes to the newly elected Attorney General, Keith Ellison. They're not opening up an investigation as to him, and there is very credible evidence. Look, we can't have one truth for Republicans, one truth for Democrats, one process for Republicans, one process for Democrats. We all have to pass the shoe on the other foot test. I asked myself, what if this were a liberal Democrat who were nominated by a liberal president? What would I be demanding? Exactly the same as what I'm demanding now. Due process, civil liberties, the rule of law.
If I could just add that if people who are thinking that by giving this extra day or accommodating even more is going to change what the Democrats say after he is confirmed, they are wrong. No matter what happens, the rhetoric and the argument will be the same, is that the GOP are misogynists and they're racists, and it won't matter what you do. At this stage, they simply must do the right thing. A Huffington Post poll found that on the issue of credibility of the accuser, which is what I was afraid of, was that about 25% of women found her credible and 28% of men found her credible. So the vast majority of people aren't believing her because of this charade that has been unfolding in front of us. That we've got to get on with the country's business. They've got to take that seriously because there's no appeasing the people who are behind this.
But she has to be given a full opportunity to make her case.
Sure.
And she has to be given a full opportunity also to have witnesses subpoenaed, judge, the other man, anybody else who was there. They have to be given the opportunity to testify as well.
And especially all those people that have spoken out in favor of Professor Kavanaugh, knowing him in high school, in college, in law school, in the Bush administration, women
and
that
Professor
have clerked for him, colleagues that have worked for him. 36 years is a long time.
He needs to be heard.
And I think everybody benefits if you have real lawyers examining.
Listen, you both are fair. That's the fair. Don't rush to judgment. Due process, presumption of innocence. This is core to who we are as a country.
Exactly.
Thank you both.